Hello Taurus, how are you? Welcome to your June 2016 love and general readings. A quick note, I'm using my giant deck today, so even though I'll still be doing essentially the same spread, it will just be laid out a little bit differently than normal, but will be read the same, just so it all fits on the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with your love reading for June 2016. Wow, a lot of pentacles in this reading, which is great because as an earth sign, hopefully you relate to those messages. So I'm loving this, okay, just so you know. This is you and your partner, and like maybe something has gone down between the two of you. If you're just dating and not serious with anyone, maybe there's just something off, right? This card to me, even though in reverse, so it's a little lessened in terms of energy, there has been, or may be now or in the near future, something that feels like you against the world, or you feeling defensive, them feeling defensive, like, and if you are just dating, it's like you're just not on the same page with people. And there is a little bit of aggression, especially you, Taurus, known for stubbornness, not to be negative or, you know, carry stereotypes, but I mean, there is that element of the bull, right? That stubbornness there. So sometimes you can reach, not you, but you in general, anybody, can reach a point of conflict in their relationship. Very common. But the good news is that there's some easing of this situation. There's some getting rid of it, okay? And it's leaving your life. There is some element of new awakening and new understanding. I am seeing a lot of hesitancy with both of these to move forward, to take the next steps, to take the leap of faith, allow yourself to embark upon something new with a new clear head on your shoulders, to take this new level of understanding and really make something from it, right? To really grow from it. The thing is that we all go through we all have many experiences, right? Every single day is filled with new experiences. And those experiences shape who we are. They shape everything that we live our life by. It shapes our morals, our values, our preferences, everything. So those experiences are things that we should be proud of. They are things that we should wear like a badge of honor. They are what makes us who we are. Some of us have bad experiences and we have good experiences, and we have, just regular, most of our life is just regular. But at the end of the day, they really do shape who we are. And you should be proud to have gone through something like this, to have this conflict, right? It makes you better. It makes you a stronger partner. Okay, and your ability, okay, you have the ability, maybe not the willingness, but you have the ability to give. Okay, and when I say not the willingness, because I'm really sensing a hesitancy and a stubbornness with that Knight of Pentacles, who is very difficult to nudge, very difficult to move, and you know, it's a very stationary energy, perfect for, you know, it's kind of very much like the Four of Pentacles. If you guys know what that card looks like, it's hanging on to ideas, hanging on to convictions, but hanging on to those things and not allowing them to change doesn't necessarily make you a more valuable person. It makes you sometimes a less open-minded person. Now, if you're open-minded and you still decide to hold true to your convictions, that's a different story. But holding on to them just for the sake of holding on to them is considered stubborn and close-minded, right? So I feel like there is some open-mindedness here on your part in regards to the situation. Sometimes, you know, if you are, I really feel like this is a beautiful match. Like if you are in a relationship, there's really good things about your relationship, but both being earth-like qualities, earth-like energies, you can both be stubborn because you're both smart and you're both usually right. Okay, so the question here is who's right? Who's right and who really is more right, right? Who's going to give in? Who's going to allow? I'm really sensing Taurus. And the reason why I'm sensing that this is you is because it's connected to the center of the reading, right? And for me, I'm not doing this in the traditional 9-card spread just because of the way the cards are laid out, but regardless, this one is connected to your current state. So being the Queen, I think that you are more malleable at this point in time. You are more willing to bend, even though you're not willing, but you're willing. And in order to make it work, in order to resolve conflict, there needs to be an open-mindedness. There needs to be some awakening or some feeling of clarity before you can really take this next step. And I think this is going to be a challenge, or has been a challenge, is getting past this phase, getting past this feeling of stuck. But I think bending in your, you know, it's going to vary depending on your situation, of course, and depending on your story. But pride sometimes can hold us back as well. But I really feel like you're at a choice, right? There could be some elements of brokenness in your relationship, in the people that you're dating, right? The establishment of your marriage is, you're feeling like it's just not quite right. There's not some, like things aren't settling. There might be some issues, maybe even financial, because you do have so much pentacles going on. There might even be some family issues that are sort of tearing the two of you apart. You know, the inclusion of children or relatives, mothers and fathers-in-law, you know, the inclusion of everyone around you sometimes can put two people at odds. And I think you and them are maybe torn between the two, torn between your partner and torn between someone else, or the institution, or the people around you, the people in your life. It's like, where are your loyalties is what's coming to mind. And that might be a question that you might really need to ask yourself, and a question you might need to really ask your partner. If you're just dating and this doesn't speak to you as someone, you really could just be having that conflict within yourself. You know, maybe you are dating a different type of person, people that, maybe your family wouldn't approve of. Maybe you're attracted to someone that really doesn't fit into your lifestyle or something like that, and you are having a battle with yourself, making it difficult to commit, making it difficult to jump in with both feet and be excited about this relationship. Maybe you are at odds with yourself and causing yourself to put up some barriers and defend yourself, and not even quite know exactly what it is you're defending. Because ultimately, I'll say it again, I feel like this is a very quality match. Anytime I have a king and queen of any suit, it's like the lovers, it's like soulmates, especially with the earth signs, because compatibility wise, they're very compatible within one another, and they get each other, they see the world, they share worlds, they share outlooks, and the way they see the world is similar, and they approach problems and they approach issues with the same ideas. But it's a matter of checking your pride, and it's a matter of maybe even setting your pride behind, or setting your pride aside, in order to make way for peace. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let me pull out some more cards. There's definitely an element of duty, obligation and duty, and that goes perfectly hand in hand with this card as well. Okay, that the establishment, the expectations, whether set upon yourself, set upon by your family, by your religion, by your education, by your social status, by something bigger than yourself, you are expected to behave in certain ways. You are expected to date certain types of people. And I think that is where the challenge lies. That is where that battle lies. If you two are from different circles, and your family is getting involved, or the establishment or people around you, people that influence you in some way, is getting involved, I think that is really what might be causing a lot of this stubbornness. If there is a fight, or if there is a disagreement about your standing with one another, again, it's really a question of who's going to bend first, who's going to be right, who's going to be more right, okay? And I think there's going to be some message coming your way, if I feel like this is someone in your life, usually already, so if you are in a relationship, if you aren't in a relationship, I feel like it's someone that you may know, and there may be an entrance, or there may be some indication of their interest, and you'll be made aware of that. And again, it might not be expected, it might not be what you wanted, but it's still going to be an intriguing offer nonetheless, and there's definitely a chemistry there that, cannot be denied. High Priestess, the keeper of secrets, the keeper of the subconscious, and the holder of truth. She holds truth, she holds the mystery, there's something inside of you that is speaking to you, and it is a question as to whether or not you're going to listen. If you're going to remove the blindfold, if you're going to relieve yourself of the weight of these swords across your chest, are you going to make a choice? Who are you going to choose? Who do you want to choose? There may be some question as to what you want. There may be some question as to the right direction and ultimately what's in it for your future. But ultimately, I think you already know the truth. You already have that. It's a matter of tapping into it and a matter of understanding it and making an educated decision based on that. How do you want to move forward? What do you need to do? How do you resolve this conflict? Okay, how do you resolve this conflict? And how do you effectively communicate that to your partner and to those around you in your life? I think you really will be the mediator. As hard and as stubborn as you might feel and as strongly as you feel about something, I really do think that you are going to be the one that resolves these issues and resolves conflicts in your life and, you know, things that are affecting you. So, that was a really strong reading, actually. I'm happy for that. The readings this month in June have been incredibly challenging for me. There's been some negativity around me all month, and it's been a real struggle getting out these June readings. And I don't feel that these readings should come out from a place of frustration or anger. They should come from a place of happiness and serenity, and it's been a challenge finding that within myself. So I'm happy that was a strong reading because I feel a little more confident in it than in some of my others. So let's go ahead and do your general reading, Taurus. The general reading for Taurus for June 2016. Okay. Interesting. Let me grab some water. There is conflict. No questions asked, but there is a means to attain resolve. Justice comes to play. Things are being, are being taken care of. The evidence is being collected, and the universe will make a judgment. Things are going to be made right. The scales will be made even. You might not understand that judgment. You might not like that judgment, but regardless of how that goes, things will be made right. Okay, this often indicates actual legal issues involving contracts, negotiations, involving, different companies, different entities, relationships in terms of marriages, and, it actually can mean court issues. And there definitely being some conflict. Now, what's interesting is I forget which sign, but I pulled this card out alongside justice in another sign. And it's interesting because for me, these energies are so similar, or the way the cards look are so similar, and they speak to one another very well. To me, this character is like a doctor or an attorney, and being associated with justice, it just screams someone associated with the court of law. I have no idea why. And I know that's going to speak to very few of you out there, but someone in a place of power, someone in a place of authority, who is an expert in their field, who is concise and intelligent and experienced and has worked hard to attain everything that he has attained, okay? And I think you are being given some new opportunity. Some of you for work, could be a new job, a new promotion, a raise. Again, it could be a new partnership with another company. It could be a new hobby that you turn into a business, whatever that is, coming in your way. And I feel as though there is some conflict. I feel like this is you, okay? And I don't know why. Queen of Swords connected here. Because of the reversal of you and the reversal of this here, I sense that maybe you are feeling a little weak, a little inferior, a little scared, feeling a little bit, maybe even overcompensating a little bit because you feel a little threatened or because you're feeling pressure from things. But please keep in mind, this card is indicative of petty situations, petty arguments, irrelevant things in our life. It's the day-to-day drama, it's the paperwork and the emails and the phone calls, it's the people in our office, the office politics, it's all the pardon my language, but it's all the bullshit in our life. And sometimes it brings us down, sometimes it affects us, sometimes it carries weight when it isn't owed weight, okay? Something with you, okay, I'm not quite sure what that is, but if there is a lawsuit, if there is a new opportunity coming your way, if there is some formation of a new business or new clients or, a change of profession, I'm wondering if you just aren't going to feel a little overwhelmed by the change itself, a little overwhelmed by the influx of responsibility, and that there might be someone in your life that can handle or help you handle a lot of the intricacies, in order to sort of cover your butt and make sure that things are taken care of, the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, and make sure that the details you make sure that they're attended to. Okay. This could be a mentor or a friend of yours, someone that understands the business or the situation more than you do, someone that is more confident in negotiating or working out the kinks than you are, okay? The Four of Pentacles is, again, that stubbornness. I think you are, and that kind of even comes out with the Queen of Swords, and I'm kind of even getting that this Queen of Wands is your energy as well. The Queen of Wands is prone to really get involved in the politics, right? Getting involved in some of the issues and getting involved in the drama a little bit more. Being in reverse, I sense that maybe you are getting a little too involved in the conflict than maybe you should, or that maybe you even want to. You probably don't even want to be getting involved. It just kind of happens, okay? And there might be some element of stubbornness to get rid of it, or to work things out, or to take someone to court, or to work through the issues with them, or to reach out to them to make sure things get fixed. And I'm speaking very generically, I understand that, and these generals are tough because there are just so many different scenarios in which this can apply, but I hope it speaks to you in some way, okay? Okay, the Ace of Cups, yet an opportunity, but maybe not the right opportunity for you. And I think that might be where this person really comes into play, is to help put this opportunity in perspective. What is this really? What is this offering really? Okay, this is someone that you can come to for highly objective advice. They're going to be honest, they're going to be truthful. They might hurt your feelings, they might say things you don't like, but dagnabbit, they're going to be honest with you and they're going to tell it like it is. Okay, this might not be the beautiful, amazing, saving your life opportunity that you might think it is. It might be something that isn't even right for you. Maybe after a deeper analysis of the opportunity of the new job, the new location, you might decide that it's not for you. And I think that stubbornness is actually a good thing for you right now, because you actually might be overly attentive to details, but it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. And you might be a little bit anal about paying attention to those details because you just don't want anything to go wrong. I think that's okay. There's two scales here, scales in the Six of Pentacles and the scales in the Justice, meaning things get balanced. Things work themselves out. Whatever drama this is, whatever issues these are, you know, you, the Queen of Wands, even though you might get involved in that day-to-day superficial stuff, you still are a big picture type of person. You still are capable of leading and are still capable of charging forward and moving ahead. And, you know, even here you're looking ahead, and you can lead your life in whatever direction that you want. You don't have to take an opportunity just because it's presented to you. If it turns out that this opportunity seems to be not exactly what it has been promised, upon research and upon analysis, you can decide to move on, or you can decide to take it. And either way, regardless of which way you go, you know, follow your gut, follow the advice of others, follow what makes sense. Okay, Taurus, practicality, earth sign. Follow what makes sense, and there will be a balance for you. This is a card of generosity. The universe can be very generous, and sometimes we just need to, I'm going to say something, I feel like I'm contradicting myself, but sometimes we need to just take charge of our life. And by taking charge, we then find reward, whether you take the opportunities or not. Opportunities come all the time. You work hard, you're good at what you do, you create opportunities, so you don't have to take all of them. Just make sure you know what you're getting into before you move into something. Okay? Especially if it's a significant change. It might be something very, very small. It might be something really petty, like buying a new car, or, you know, it could be something as substantial as merging two companies, you know. I mean, it can speak on all levels. Here's the Queen of Pentacles again, Judgment again, and Seven of Pentacles reverse. So many queens. You really are coming out as this queen-like energy. I think you are coming out as a queen because you are in tune with yourself. You are in tune with your life, in tune with your goals. So analyzing this opportunity, ensuring that it is just for you, just meaning right. Make sure that it's right for you and that everything pans out, everything is ironed out, responsibilities are delegated appropriately, and you know, deciding whether or not it's something that you want to take or whether it's something you want to do. And I think there is that air of stubbornness, that overly cautious, and I am seeing that here, overly cautious. Seven of Pentacles reverse. You know something needs to change, you know something needs to take place, something needs to happen, but yet you're still sort of standing still. I think what you need is an aha moment, and that aha moment is coming to you. There is going to be some illumination of some information, something that you need to know. The universe has determined that it is now the time for you to know. So wherever you are in the blank, right, where you don't have any information, you will be given information in order to make a decision, okay? I think this person is a key player, and whoever this might be, it might be your father or your brother, it might be a colleague or a coworker, it might be an attorney, it might be just someone that you hire, you know, an independent contractor, something that knows more than you do. And I think they are a key player in shedding light onto a situation. Okay, I think this is going to be a substantial learning experience for you, something that makes you a better person in whatever area this is speaking to you. It's going to challenge you just enough, and it's going to educate you enough to now, like, now you're going to be able to say that you've done it. Now you're going to be able to say that you've been there, you've looked into it, you understand it, and I think your mind will be at ease. Again, overly cautious, but I think in this space, this reading, it's okay and it's justified. It's okay and it's justified. So I think that's it for you for this month. I hope this proved to be somewhat insightful for you. Again, the readings this month were a very challenging, and I appreciate you coming back to watch, and I hope to see you again next month in July. Thanks.